So a couple little nuggets of helpful hints here, what I learned. So I did keep the old, or the original here from the replacement gasket on our vacuum line. It was taken off less than what I've taken it off, so it looked better. Lubed it up, slapped it in, sealed very nicely. So this guy here down to the clutch has a little rubber seal in it. This is the old one. I actually used and kept the rubber seal from our replacement unit because it came with the master cylinder and the booster. So just a little hint, when you pull that off, it might fly, but if you have your bag down there, it should keep it. So also, this goes on the line before you try to push it back on. You're not going to push that back on. And then these guys here, it goes without saying, please use finger tight just to start the threads. They're very fine thread. You don't want to cross thread those guys. So also when you tighten them, you have to hold and support them and keep them separated. It goes without saying, you do not want these two lines to rub at all with any vibration. It does have a little keeper to help keep them separated, but that is just the insurance. You really do it when you're tightening it. That is where you keep them separated. So also to get to the bolts, or excuse me, the nuts that hold on the master cylinder, this little guy here, that little guy there, goes underneath the reservoir through the body, right? So you take this off and that raises it up so you can get down to that big 24 millimeter nut on that booster that holds the master cylinder on. So with that, we're gonna get it filled, we're gonna get it bled after I get my stinking replacement part, and then we're gonna go out and test drive this joker. I wish I could do it tomorrow. Oh, I'm very, very irritated, but I finally did get that off and got this replaced. So 3/4 of the way there. So let's get after it, and I'll get some driving videos and some impressions. So I did my level best to save this little part, the old one, which is the carrier. They call it a support. I can't read German. This is the packaging. However, I spent way too much time on trying to pull the old one out because of the misthrow, if you will. The one that I got in the mail, that So Glow scrubber, wherever the hell it went. So the number for this guy is 1 Juliet 0 721 165. That's 1 Juliet 0 721 165. It's like 12 bucks. So my suggestion to you is to just order a new one, like I did, but got the wrong piece. But order this through your dealership. It's a VW Audi, little symbols on it. I know you can't see it. It's molded in there, but it's meant to go in easily with nice chamfered edges. But to get it out, as Bobby Boucher's mama said, it is the devil. I mean the devil. I destroyed my forearms, my triceps, my shoulders, my fingertips trying to get this joker out. The special tool to take this out at the dealership, I asked the guys to look it up. This is like $450. So yeah, for 12 bucks, Dremel it, hammer it, melt it. Be careful your wiring harness underneath the dash. But destroy this joker getting it out after you ordered the new one and got the proper one in. And when you order it with this number, it actually comes with the little metal cap on the back. So I ordered 2 of these, and they're captive. I can see the moldings in here, but these are captive. So I ordered 2 extra one of these, and I ordered an extra support structure or carrier, if you will, for the back of the booster rod there. It goes inside those little tangs, and that special tool goes in there, spreads those guys out, and pulls the shaft out from the pedal as you pull the pedal up. So I'm going to snap this in, we're going to get the brakes bled, and we're going to go for a test drive and see if the brake booster really matters a whole hell of a lot or not. So I'm deathly curious. I'm really hoping it improves my brake performance.
front diff just came across the line with a 44.066.